Easy. I love it.
I love it. I love it.
I absolutely love it. Now, something I don't love, but we're going to have to get out here. Let's start with this. All right, and then we're quickly jumping into this.
Means money.
This is Zip Squad, bitch.
Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Burberry scars, shrimp and Perry on. Living like a comet, moving amongst the stars. $100,000 sports cars, silk massage, menage a trois. Yes, I've been a boss. Sauntering.
All right. What is up, TRWT Island? Welcome once again to another extraordinary night with your host from TRWT, Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Tonight, unfortunately, we are only two, but fortunately, we are a dynamic duo. We got this.
We're good.
Right? So we're going to be handling this. We're going to be holding it down for the grandfather of TRWT, Brucey. Tonight, you get the godfather of TRWT. You get...
Sorry.
You get
I just heard the music in my head. Sorry.
Host, right?
Go for it. I'm sorry.
You get the one and only, the soundboard extraordinaire, the something of everything, a master. Thank you. The jack of all trades, the master of none. There it is. Your one and only South Philly Psycho Dom.
Damn, that shirt looks good. Still the whole fucking show. Sometime. I love that music. What's up, y'all?
It's good music, I tell you. And then there's me. I have more nicknames than I care to count. And I'm not gonna, because I can't. I'm terrible with numbers. I can't count. I don't know. So let's just keep this short. You all can call me your sweet and darling Grandma Wendy.
Oh.
Where's my music?
I got you.
You're not playing.
We steal. We lie, we cheat, we steal. Mama, sit down. We got.
Right?
Right. Oh, Devin's in the building. Max in the building. What's happening, guys? I'm sure it is nice to see a full arena on SmackDown. I'm not watching at the moment, but I will be going back after this because, we have other stuff to do.
We do. Let's see. I have my notes. You're going to have to excuse me. I'm all about notes and like stickies. As you
She
can
really
see
is, y'all.
by all of my sticky notes for no reason.
You have no idea how many pages of notes we've gotten over the...
Oh my God. Over the course of our time together, it's ridiculous. Where are we going to start our games tonight? Our fun and games.
I mean, we could go by... It depends. It's up to you because you're the host. We could go by like days of the week. We could start with Fyter Fest or we could jump into something else.
Let's start with something exciting. Fyter Fest.
Yes.
Fyter Fest was thrilling, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. It was phenomenal. It was wonderful. I absolutely loved it. I mean, to come out the way they did with the IWGP US title match, like credits are over. Here comes Moxley. Here's Wild Thing. I'm like, what, we're doing this now? Wow.
Guns a-blazing, my dude. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, no lie. No, absolutely no lie. It was ridiculous. It was like they just straight up came on air like Arnold. They just straight up said,
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
That's right. That's right. That's how they did it. They just
undeniably AEW. And I think Grandma would agree with me that the match itself was just
it was one of the best matches, I think. Hands down. Just hands down. That's it. That's it.
I mean, it went back and forth. It actually looked like Carl Anderson had it a few times. Like, I was asking the Grandma a question. I was like, are they really going to swerve us?
Oh, my God,
No.
right? I mean,
are they
like,
but they might. No, I thought so.
they did the annoying, like, kick out at everything thing, but
in a good way.
For as annoyed as I was, it was still like a nail biter kind of thing, But I thought overall, great start.
No, it was a wonderful start. It was a wonderful match, and then apparently it's going to lead us into Moxley versus Archer in a Texas death match in Texas.
I'm so hyped about that. I am beyond hyped.
I would have said that just for her reaction. I'm not going to lie.
I'm legitimately
there goes my
excited.
headphones, but I'm not even kidding. Hang on. Got to plug back in. I'm good. Sorry. I'm stupid. Wow. That was fun.
I need to bust out like a Texas flag just for these matches,
Right. There, at least they had a lot of Texas themed things in Texas, so it made the crowd happy. And that crowd was live too. We're going to get into that a little bit more, but yeah, definitely a great way to start off the show. Definitely a great match leading out of the show. And then from there, I think we ended up with, oh God, what came next? I think it was the FTW title match.
Yes. Oh my God, that was holy shit. What?
Yeah,
I legitimately was not expecting that. Can we
say that was unpredictable, to say the least, especially the crowd reaction?
Yeah. Like, I was shooketh by it. And the fact that everyone was like, hell the fuck yes, Ricky. I was like, yes, indeed. Recognize and appreciate.
Oh, and speaking of crowds, the Smackdown crowd is lit. Okay, no, you can watch Smackdown. If anything big happens, just let us know in the chat.
Yeah, just drop it in the chat. Let us know.
We still got money. We still got money in the bank to preview here too.
We do. So that's important. Allegedly. And then no. So how do you feel about what's going on with the Team Taz?
I kind of expected it. I know Bruce had gone into saying, like, by the time this is over, both guys are going to be gone from Team Taz. And I didn't think they were going to let Ricky go. Like, Ricky is the perfect fit for Team Taz. Like, he's young, he's cocky, he doesn't give a fuck about anything or anyone. No,
he's got that swagger about him.
Get him up to 248 pounds and he's Taz.
Really, he really is, man. Because
but the biggest, like I said, the biggest shock to me out of all this was the crowd. The way they're cheering for Ricky and they're booing Brian Cage, and obviously AEW wasn't trying to set it up this way, but this is why I love having crowds back.
Oh yeah.
Because the crowd totally swerved them, and and AEW was like, "Well, we're still going this way. Ricky's gonna win anyway, so you're gonna be happy."
That's one thing I appreciate about AEW, though. It feels like, you remember in Attitude Era WWE where it was like, you're not supposed to be cheering that guy. That guy's supposed to be the heel, but we, the audience, didn't care. Yeah. It gives me that feeling, like, innately there's something that tells you, like, maybe I shouldn't be cheering for that guy. Isn't he supposed to be the heel? And he's supposed to be that? But it's fun. You do it anyways, and there's no one trying to dictate who to cheer with pumping noises or anything like that.
Right, and I hate to say this, but I equate it back to, like, after he left, and guys are wrestling in the WWE ring, and fans are chanting CM Punk, CM Punk.
Yes.
Only no editing, so that was a plus.
The editing, so there's that.
The match itself was quite good. I kind of expected the ending. I kind of expected Brian Cage to lose and go about his merry way. I'm almost wondering what's next for this dude. Like outside of like, I get maybe he'll go after Will Hobbs or something for costing him the title. You know, maybe he'll try to get back at Ricky. Obviously, he's got some stuff with Team Taz. But going past that, like, what do you do with Brian Cage after that? Amazingly, I'm struggling to find something for the Machine.
I mean, there's things I would like to see him do and titles I want to see him pursue, but the question is this the time for him, or should someone else be going after those things?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like the TNT title, would love to see him pursue it, but I'm loving it on Miro.
yes, exactly. I was gonna say, you know, I could see him having a little feud with Team Taz through like All Out and that kind of stuff, and then maybe afterwards focusing his attention in on Miro, because the next pay-per-view won't be for like 3 months. So by then Miro will have had that particular title for a while.
Yes.
And if they did want to make Brian Cage the new TNT champion, he looks like a guy
he could pull it off. He could do it. Yep.
There's not a lot of guys when you say, like, you know, no offense to him, but when they said Evil Uno's taking on Miro, I was like, oh God, pray for this man. Pray for this man.
Prayer. Like that, I know, circle of prayer.
We're gonna touch on it later, but pray for this man, because he was almost in as much trouble as Kofi Kingston is this Sunday. But pray for this man. Add him to the circle, Wendy. We need him.
Absolutely, we're praying for you, my man. Praying hard. We
were adding Kofi in for Sunday. We added Uno back then. You know, it's just there's a lot of guys that aren't believable. You know, as this guy could beat Miro. Brian Cage is one of those few guys, like maybe Brian Cage, maybe
they would put on an amazing match.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say maybe Wardlow.
Series of matches, to be honest.
They really would.
Yeah,
those two really would,
because they both have the athleticism, the intensity. They have it all. They're there. They're at that level together.
And you know, people even ask me, like, why, you know, even live during the show, like, why are they cheering for Ricky Starks? And I was thinking, and even I couldn't come up with it at first. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, like, we're in Texas. He's from New Orleans, which is like,
we're neighbors. We're neighbors, bro.
Right. So, of course, they're going to cheer for Ricky.
Not just that, but if anybody ever wonders, like, who the fuck is this pretty boy? Look at his matches retroactively. He puts on a damn good show. Put him on the mic. He owns that mic. Toss him into a country club. All the Cougars love him. This man knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
And he may be young and he may be pretty, but he knows. He handles his business.
I mean, it's only speculation, but Ricky might have shut down CougarLife.com just with his antics.
Right?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, is all I'm saying. But yeah, and then from there, I'm trying to remember.
We kind of brought up two different things. We brought up Miro and we brought up Evil Uno. So we can either discuss that promo Miro cut or the Dark Order and Hangman.
Oh, choices. Let's do Miro first. Let's do Miro first. That's a great segue.
Yes. That promo, son.
Right.
What?
Oh my God.
Fueguissimo. What?
You know, I always say this is what I thought Miro could be, but this is even beyond where I thought Miro could go. Like all this shit. Like he just might be God's favorite champion, because it doesn't look like the gods are smiling on Kenny Omega. But they seem to be bestowing everything they can onto the broad shoulders of Miro. He even got a new title.
Chest. Where was it that I saw? Someone posted like how all the different titles, the different TNT titles, and how every champion says look different. It's like they each give them that little mwah of each one of them. It's fantastic. I appreciate that touch.
Thanks to pandemic, they couldn't get the title ready in time, so they had like an unfinished belt to begin with. Then they got the finished championship, and they were going to roll with that one until the unfortunate situation with Brody, and I still miss that guy.
Oh yeah.
And so they gave that one to -1, and they moved on, and they get and Darby took a new belt with him.
Yes.
You thought that was going to be the end, but now Miro's got a belt with a white strap, green accents.
Beautiful. Oh my god.
Wonderful. That might be the best version yet. Like, do they have that on AEW Shop? Because I want it.
Right? I'm like, I need that. I need that in my life.
I want to walk onto this show with like Charlotte on one shoulder and the TNT Championship on the other, white and green. Like that. That is good shit right there.
I just wear it to work like every single day.
Right. I'd wear it around town. I don't care. I'll go to pick my son up from school. They got the title on my shoulder. Like, come on, kid.
Going into meetings, Wendy, what's that? My title.
I mean, is it safe to say that when it comes to the new TNT Championship, we both agree that
Oh, that's hot.
Yes,
That's hot.
it's hot.
Okay, I thought so. I was just checking.
It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
It was awesome. His promo was fantastic. Like I'm loving everything that man is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I feel like we might have got the original Hangman back.
Yes. Oh my god, I appreciate how Texas lost its shit for cowboy shit.
Of course.
And
no, shocking, right?
Yeah. We just love our Cowboys. What can we say? You know, doesn't matter the format. We love our Cowboys. But yeah, no, I'm very, very excited to have him and the Dark Order together like that.
I really am. He actually reminded me of like the Hangman in AEW when they debuted.
Yes.
The guy that won the Battle Royal, the guy that was on a roll, the guy that trotted down to the ring on a horse to fight to become the first AEW champion.
Yes.
And from there, things have not gone well for you.
No,
But if you want to talk about like a long-term story build,
this right here.
This right here, all of this is it. We're talking, May of, what was it, 2019?
I think so, yeah.
Maybe somewhere around, but somewhere in 2019, Hangman loses, and then this whole thing starts with the drinking and falling out of the Elite, and then Kenny, and then that goes south, and then on and on, and now all of a sudden here he is, and he's trying to challenge Kenny for the AEW title, but of course Omega isn't having it.
No.
You would expect. What I'm so sick and tired of expecting is Don Callis to ruin my Wednesday and Thursday after he was fired. And he's on TV even more.
He's so fucking there. Oh my god.
How many jobs you've been fired from where you just show up to every week and say, "Hi guys, I'm back."
What? I'm like, that doesn't even sound right. Like, just go away, Don Callis. Just go away already.
Like, we need a vaccine for the Cyrus virus, and we need it now.
Dolly, I'm gonna need you to chip in on that one too, please. Like, you did
please.
Just a cool million for that.
You're already an angel in my book, but could you please, throw some in on that too? Because that would be so helpful. But I'm so sick of Don. But at the same time, I did like that Kenny tried to switch things up and have, I forget what did he want, a 6-man, an 8-man tag, something like that, where if Dark Order and Hangman won, they got a shot at the Young Bucks. But if the Elite win, Hangman loses his world title opportunity.
Yes.
And I can't remember who it was. It might have been Peter. I don't know. But he said to me live, well, wouldn't it be worth him giving up the title shot if it means he's now the official leader of Dark Order?
Oh, hell yeah. In my book, yes.
In my book, fuck no. Because I want the original Hangman back. Like, I had going into AEW's debut, I had been telling people, like, don't sleep on Hangman. This guy could be
you absolutely have.
one of the homegrown people, that they bring in and build up and becomes the top guy in the business. Like, he's a little Stone Cold, he's a little Stan Hansen, he's just all this stuff put into one. And if you give him the opportunity, he's going to shine. And he's from the state of Virginia, so I'm really pulling.
He's the son of the Old Dominion,
right? So I really wanted him to do well, and it looked that way, and then things fell off. So no, I don't want him to lose this title shot. I want him to take Kenny's title. Okay, I'm calling it now. Dark Order's getting a shot at the Bucks. He's taking this title from Kenny. Maybe it all out. Probably. But wherever he gets that shot, he's taking this title. I have been saying it about Sami Callihan for weeks, and yes, Mac, we will be doing a preview of Slammiversary as well. Yes. I said it about Sami for months. I'm going to say it right now. Hangman dethrones the Cleaner and becomes the AEW champion.
You know what? I fucks with that.
Where he almost was in the first place. He was almost.
What I would love is if Hangman wins the title and becomes the new leader of Dark Order. Two birds, one stone.
Yeah. No, that would be fine too.
Make it happen.
Because Peter, I love you. I hope you're feeling better. But he does not need to lose this match to be the leader of the Dark Order. And the Dark Order would instantly be legitimized if he's the leader and he's holding Pretty Platinum. So instead of picking one or the other, let's take a moment to have our cake and eat it too.
Porque no los dos. Like, honestly.
Yeah. Exactly.
What was next on the Christian Cage versus brand new Papa for the fourth time, Matt Hardy. Congratulations to Matt Hardy and Rebby as well.
Congrats, Matt and Rebby.
Baby out. Can you believe? Okay, can I give a shout out real quick to Rebby Hardy? 4 babies, all natural.
Yeah, last one outdoor home birth.
Yes, during a storm.
In Carolina.
What? Rebby Hardy, you are a warrior goddess. Oh my God.
Yeah, you really are, Rebby. And congratulations to Rebby and Matt and the Hardy family. I'm just going to give them one of these because they deserve it.
Round of applause.
I'm telling you, building his own faction.
Right? Just doing it. Just building his own stable.
No, this match, at least, and maybe it was just me, but this match I thought was great from the beginning to almost the end. They had Matt looked like he was rejuvenated. Christian looked like he turned back the clock himself. They had these crazy spots. They had, the draping DDT onto the steps where Christian got dropped on his head, and then Christian pulled off a frog splash that wasn't quite Eddie Guerrero, but at the same time, he looked pretty fly for a white guy doing it.
No,
so you had to give him his props for that.
And the only thing about long-term storytelling,
23
years. How many promotions? How many storylines? How many partnerships? How many everything? 23.
I mean, we're talking WWF, WWE, ECW, maybe TNA, because I don't think Matt showed up when Christian was there, but maybe, and now AEW.
All of it.
Excuse me. But the ending of this match drove me absolutely crazy. Like Matt hits Twist of Fate, Christian kicks out, rolls out, Matt hits him with the leech, which is like his new submission hold, which I like, but I don't know if you should call it the leech. That just sounds kind of lame, but it's a cool move.
I mean, it's a funny name.
I'm gonna let it go because that was not my problem.
My
problem was after that, when Christian beats the count, turns around, just quickly hits a kill switch after he was almost dead.
Yes.
Gets 3 count, match is over.
Yeah, that I was like, this was so near to perfect. Why? And it wasn't even like a slow get up and like, roll in, let me catch my breath. It was, the power of Christ kind of thing. It's like
he was just like, I'm alive, kill switch.
I was like, there's no, all of this is wrong. All of it.
I'm
not happy with it.
All the whole ass ending. It was like you took this beautiful meal that you had created and got on the table, and then you threw up on it.
Yeah.
And God,
and you try to tell me it's gourmet. Like this ain't gourmet shit. This ain't right.
That is not gourmet. That's vomit.
Exactly.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love the match. I love the competitors. I thought they really showed out, but that finish
was sloppy. That was the one thing that I was like, no, sir, no, thank you.
I was sitting there through the commercial, and I was thinking to myself, did one of them get hurt? Was that just like a quick whatever the fuck to get out of the match?
Was there something that happened there?
And yet you didn't see. It didn't seem like anybody was hurt. It didn't seem like anything came out after the fact. Yeah. So that was just the way that it ended.
Yeah.
Then the drama after the match, because like obviously the Hardy family office or whatever the fuck they call themselves, the HFO, the HMO. I don't remember.
Yeah.
They come running out, and then Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus come running out to save Christian. And when it's all over, Luchasaurus puts Christian on his shoulders. And I don't know if anybody caught this, but did you see the look on Jungle Boy's face?
No, I didn't catch that. I kind of missed it.
Do you remember the look QT Marshall gave Lee Johnson when he thanked everybody but him?
Oh.
It was that look, almost to a T. So
boy.
between Jungle Boy becoming a man with Anna Jay,
yes,
we covered that one. Whew.
Yeah, we did.
lucky man. And now this look, are we in the process of a Jungle Boy heel turn?
Ooh. Do you think they write in the relationship into a storyline and have it be like Anna Jay brings him over to the Dark Order?
Right. I wish I knew. If they do, I hope they don't create a storyline like they did with QT Marshall and Allie or the Bunny or whatever.
Oh God, that was gross.
Fuck that was, because that was cringeworthy.
Oh my God, that was like 1,000% cringe.
But you could almost see that happening. It's between Hangman standing there with the Dark Order and kind of taking the lead, and now Jungle Boy making out with Anna Jay, and then this look, it feels like they're starting to push a little bit more top talent that way to elevate the group overall. And it's going to be scary to watch, because I love Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. If they want to replace Marco with Christian, I'm all for it. You can kick that kid out whenever you feel like, and I will be fine with it. But Jungle Boy swerving Luchasaurus, I don't even know how that's physically possible when you look at the two. Like, it's going to be a tough one to pull off if that's the route that they're going, but it just felt that way.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's one of those wait and see types of things, I guess, After that, we had Sammy Guevara versus Wheeler Yuta.
I need a minute, because I absolutely love Wheeler Yuta. Trained at Michinoku Pro with Taka and Drew Gulak and a bunch of other people. Great talent, fantastic wrestler. This guy could be huge in AEW. But when you're walking into Texas and you're taking on what that night was basically the Texas God.
Hell yeah, it was.
It's your debut.
Yeah,
and you're from Philly.
You're not taking it from us, baby. Not tonight.
You are going to lose.
You are in God's country. It ain't happening, son.
If you're walking into that situation with those circumstances, you are going to lose. Like, you don't want to win, because I know people are probably going to say that I'm being dramatic, but Zuda in Texas was in almost as hostile of a situation as like Cena against RVD at One Night Stand.
Yeah.
If you won that match, you are not making it out of the building.
Nope.
If you do, you are not making it out of the parking lot. So and
don't forget, in Texas, we're gun toting. We got big knives for no reason. They take them everywhere. We don't care about laws. We don't know what laws are, and we don't know what salads are either. Yeah,
at that point, you're better off just taking the L, Wheeler. Just do it.
Just say thank you. Tastes delicious.
Take your nice parting gifts. Take your debut on national TV, which was quite good, by the way.
It was. It was a good match overall. They both put on a damn good show.
Oh yeah, you kind of expect it from Sammy.
Yeah,
but to have this is the biggest stage this kid has ever been on in his 6-year career, and he stepped up and showed a lot of shit.
Yeah, he did.
My wife has always been a fan of skinning the cat. We all know.
I know.
She marks out for that move. I'm like, oh my God, he's skin the cat. She just goes on for 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, calm down.
Yeah, he did it. Shawn Michaels did it. Everybody did it.
Zuda kind of took it to a different direction. He skinned the cat, but he skinned it from the bottom rope and slung his way back in underneath the middle rope.
Yes, he did.
And at that point, I thought my wife's head was going to explode. She was like, "What's the?" I was like, "Yeah, that's the thing. He did that. He does that. That happens only with him. I love him. I know."
You're like, my Philly instincts told me this would happen. You would love him.
Yeah, basically. It's a gift. But it was a great match from him, and it was a tremendous match from Sammy. It just selling what he was doing, and the only thing I had a small problem with was him kicking out at one after that like tremendous fuck you Superfly splash. Like that was better than Superfly. He got air, and Sammy was like, "Nope, 1 count, I'm out." Like, all right, that's a little disrespectful, but that's nitpicking. That's nitpicking. Otherwise, it was a great match, and I absolutely loved it. And I want to quickly say to Excalibur, never, ever, ever tell me that man is the protege of a fucking potato ever again. He is the protege of Chuck Taylor. No, he's not.
No, partnered up together.
No, he's not. You put him with Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy. He had nothing to do with that.
That's all that was. God.
He had absolutely nothing to do with them. I'm sorry. You're wrong. You received no points. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Lord. On that note. We had a women's match. Yuka Sakazaki versus Penelope Ford. Moving on.
Yeah, I have. It wasn't a bad match, but I have nothing but hate for it.
No. I had hopes for that match, and then
I'm not a fan of the Magic Girl, and I was even angrier. Like I understood Sammy winning.
Mm-hmm.
I had to sit there and watch two people back to back from Philly lose.
Yep.
I'm like, who's in charge of creative? A fucking Cowboys fan? Is Jerry Jones writing this shit?
No, it's done. Like, who did this and why?
Because I'm not a fan of the Magic Girl, but it's just like when you see the two of them, you know who they are at AEW and everything else. You would think this is Penelope's opportunity to have a great match and advance in the women's division.
Magic Girl versus Riho. Who you got?
Oh, Magic Girl.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Magic
I don't need to answer it. Everybody knows how I feel about Riho.
Yeah, we know what you're going to say. It's like asking Brucey anybody versus MJF, unless you're saying God. And then he's like, trick question, MJF is God. So there's that. But, yeah,
Yeah, no, I agree. Last match of the night was the coffin match. Darby Allin versus Ethan Page.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could go on about this all night.
Oh God, yeah.
All fucking night.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, everything about it was so good. The build up.
Agreed.
The entire match, like Mick Foley quality hardcore moments in this match throughout. The ring steps were getting a ton of work. Between Christian getting DDT'd on him, Darby catching the All Egos edge on him. It was ridiculous. It was brutal. I loved it.
The way I gauge how great a match is how quiet the thread gets. And that thread got real quiet for a while.
Real fast.
Yes. And I was like, this is a damn good match because we are like all eyes on it.
Exactly. When people can't talk because they are too involved in what they see going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah, it was just it was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, I sat there in awe a few times, and then, we had the regular run-ins. Sky starts out, and then here comes Sting, and that was all expected. But just some of the spots were just
insane.
And this might be some breaking news.
Oh shit.
Balor is back on Smackdown.
Huh. Surprise, surprise, y'all.
Hopefully, this time they don't waste him.
Right? Because that was one of those like unfortunate wasted talents. Granted, there was injury. Thank you, Seth Rollins, but still.
Yeah, it really was one of those wasted talents. Even because even before, like, yes, he had to give up his belt, but when he came back, they were just like,
Yep. What do we do?
We got nothing.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do with you.
Before we go down this rabbit hole, let's do a quick rundown of night 2, which will be next Wednesday, July 21st.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning round, just off the top of your head, who you want to win. You ready? Yeah. Singles match for the women's title. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Nyla Rose.
Britt Baker.
Oh, hands down. Texas Death Match for the IWGP US Heavyweight Champ, Moxley versus Archer.
I want Archer. He's got to have something.
But I feel like Mox is going to retain. Singles match. It's Chris Jericho versus Shawn Spears. Spears can use a steel chair as a weapon, but Jericho cannot.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. But I'm going to take Jericho
No,
anyway.
it is not. Loophole. He only said steel chair. Didn't say anything about anything.
He didn't say anything else.
We'll see if he uses that to his advantage. Last match of the night. Orange Cassidy versus The Blade.
Do I care? I don't know. Orange Cassidy.
I'm kind of hoping The Blade. I want a good, dirty heel win.
But you know what we forgot to talk about? We forgot to talk about the segment where Cody came running out.
Oh my God, yes.
Where he showed up and he threw the headset on and he was yelling about Black, and then he said, "Never mind. Somebody get me a microphone." And actually said in the camera with like a smirk on his face, "I hope this isn't an abuse of my power." Like, I thought that was a little bit of a jab, but then he started going on about Black, about kicking a 62-year-old man, and my first thought was like, wait, Arn's only 62? I thought he was older than that.
I was like, you sure he's not like in his 70s? Because
Arn partied with the Horsemen a lot. Arn partied with Rick a lot. It'll age you.
I mean, my old man partied hard and lived the Ric Flair life without the Ric Flair budget, but he still looks a little better than Arn Anderson. I'm like,
yeah, time has not been good to the Enforcer, unfortunately. And then, all of a sudden, lights go out. Aleister Black pops up. I mean, Malachi. I gotta stop calling him Aleister.
Malachi Black
shows up.
I appreciated that he was on the screen and he was like, "Oh, you want me to come down?" Boom, ta-da!
Yeah, he was on the screen with the smoke and he was talking, and then he said, "Oh, but you want me to show up, right?" Lights go out. Come back. There he is, and the brawl begins. Everybody's peeling them apart. Everybody that's watching is probably screaming, "Let him fight!"
Like, just let it happen, man. Like, stop holding it back.
But it was the entire segment. It was passionate. It was intense.
Mm-hmm.
It had you wanting more. And again, I named a few reasons, but like, go back and watch that. This is why Cody is doing this.
Mm-hmm.
They took him out of the title picture for this specific reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because when somebody comes along that is a big name and they want to get that big name exposure, they're going to put that guy with the biggest name they can, who isn't a champion. And when you look at the roster,
it's Cody.
It's Cody. End of list. And I know people go on and on about he's got to have everything, anybody but Cody. And I don't care if you're a podcaster, if you're a fan, if you're a reporter, if you're whatever. When you say this, I hear one thing and one thing only.
One thing.
Marsha.
Over and over.
Marsha.
All day long.
Cody.
I don't know how many middle children there are out there, but there feel like a lot. Stop.
As a middle child, let me tell y'all, stop it.
She likes Cody, so what's your...
I shit on Cody all the time, and I'm here to tell you, stop it.
I shit on Cody. I'll be the first one to tell you that American Dream gimmick was forced horribly. Forced forced to the point where you want to say, "Dear Cody," no means no. Cody did it anyway. There are times where Cody does tend to, push the boundaries a little bit. I will admit that. But when it comes to feuding with guys like Alistair, damn it, Malachi Black, I will get this, folks. It's only been a week.
Alistair's dead. Get it together.
Because I wanted to call him Tommy End. I've been waiting to call him Tommy End, and now he's got something similar to his other name, and now it's killing me.
I have to share. So the husband made me laugh when Cody was like, "We do not kick 62-year-old men in the face," and he was like, "We do not get ugly tattoos on our neck. Is what we don't do." I was like,
there are things about Cody that you can go on about all day long, and I'll probably join in with you.
Like how he ended
when it comes to opportunities and this sort of stuff, and everybody's saying, "Why Cody? Why Cody?" See Charlotte Flair.
Yes.
Charlotte Flair was Cody before Cody. She still is. She always will be. I think I said it on our preview of Money in the Bank when I went and worked with Clark Street and Circle of Debate and the Titantron. Charlotte will be the one to break Ric Flair's record.
Oh, yeah.
It will not be Cena. If we're lucky, he will come back for SummerSlam. If we're lucky, it will not be Cena. Because even if Cena comes back, he will probably lose. And Charlotte will win her 14th title that night.
Seriously. She's up to 14 already?
No, she's at 13 right now.
She's
at 13 because they count the women's tag team titles as a title.
Okay.
But if you want to get technical, it's 12, but they say 13. It's debatable, is all I'm saying. But that's who you should really be worried about, because here we're heading into Money in the Bank. Charlotte Flair is getting her 4th straight opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship against Rhea Ripley. She won one match by disqualification. So you're 1-3, you're getting another. And people are complaining about Cody.
Honestly. On that note, let's swerve on over to Money in the Bank. Let's get this out the way.
Yeah, let's do that.
Jump into this rabbit hole since we're bringing up Charlotte and the WWE.
Yeah, if you want, we can do lightning round on some of these matches.
All right. So I pulled up, I have it on the CBS website.
Yeah, don't use you know what.
Yeah. The first match they list is the WWE Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Kofi Kingston.
Kofi is dead. Did you see that segment at the end of Raw where Bobby went nuts and got rid of the hose and cursed out MVP and threw the champagne?
Oh, yeah, I saw something about that.
And said, back to business. He is going to kill Kofi Kingston because he lost.
Oh, God, yeah.
He lost to Xavier Woods on Raw.
Yep.
So Woods got Kingston murdered. Tell him that the next time up, down, down comes on. But yeah, it's Lashley.
Woods needs to go and personally apologize to Kingston's sons and be like, "I'm sorry I got your daddy killed. I'm a terrible uncle. Might be, homies. Might be."
Whoops.
Sorry. Next match listed: Roman Reigns versus Edge. I'm kind of indifferent about this, but I know Reigns is going to win it. So
I want to say Edge just because Devin might be in the live chat and I want to make him freak out. but here's the thing about this match. Yes, Edge is going to lose, but I think Edge is going to lose because Seth Rollins is going to get involved and cause him to lose.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Which will then in turn create a match between Seth Rollins and Edge at SummerSlam. Because they've been beefing back and forth in the midst of all this. It seems like whoever Roman fights, Seth has a beef with, whether it be Cesaro, Edge. Seth always has a beef with somebody that's going after Roman. I don't know if there's a connection there outside of the one we already know. Let's hope not, for Becky's sake.
Just a suggestion, You never know. You never know.
For Becky's sake, let's hope not. But yeah, Roman Reigns will win this due to interference from the Messiah, or whatever you call him now.
What is he on SmackDown? Isn't he like the savior of SmackDown?
I don't know. Wendy and I were calling him the CrossFit Scarface with all these suits. So I'm gonna go with that one.
All right, on that one, Raw Women's Championship: Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
Just let Rhea keep the damn belt.
Like, please do. Let's see. Money in the Bank ladder match: Ricochet versus Morrison versus Riddle versus McIntyre versus Big E versus Owens versus Nakamura versus Rollins. Jesus, how many fucking people is that?
8,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. That's a lot.
I'm on my game tonight. Now, my head was saying like, because again, people talk about Cody. I'm looking at Drew McIntyre. How many title opportunities have you gotten?
Right.
And then you get taken out of the title picture and somehow make it to the Money in the Bank ladder match. How does that work?
He finagles his way back in there.
It would not surprise me, and I know it's going to sound lame, so I'm going to come up with something else. It would not surprise me if Drew wins this match and then goes to SmackDown and challenges Roman for the Universal title.
Oh,
because he can't. Mm-hmm. He can't challenge Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wins, he's got one choice.
That would be a good series of matches, though.
Hi, Peter. Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Yeah.
But that's my head. In my heart, I have one pick. I have one man that I have loved long before he showed up in WWE. A man who probably should have been a WWE or Universal Champion already.
Okay.
A man who has another grown man playing his theme music on the way to the ring. A man that made Baron Corbin sad and made me love him even more. King Shinsuke.
The King of Strong Style.
Winner of the Money in the Bank.
I am with you on that, Hundo P.
Okay. I mean, I'd be cool with Biggie as well, because we've said push Biggie, but like at this point, anybody but Drew. Like, if Brock's not coming back, let John Morrison win this Money in the Bank match, and let Johnny Drip Take Bobby Lashley to Slamtown at SummerSlam. It'd be better than Goldberg. Let's be real.
God, yes. Oh my God. Anybody but Goldberg.
Anybody but Goldberg. Anybody but Drew.
Yes. I'll even take Gilbert before I take Goldberg again.
I think we both said in our Facebook group today when we were given the option, we'd take Hornswoggle.
Oh my God, any day.
Because Pepsi Phil.
Day.
And if you're not a member of Top Rope on Facebook, invite yourself and look for it. Pepsi Phil put a poll in our group asking, if you had to pick one of these three options for Bobby at SummerSlam, what would it be? And one was Brock, one was Goldberg, and one was Hornswoggle.
I picked Hornswoggle. I was like, fuck that.
Brock was number one with about 54% of the vote.
Mm-hmm.
Hornswoggle was second with about 48% of the vote. And somebody voted for Goldberg. I think they clicked the wrong one. I don't know.
Probably. They meant Hornswoggle. We know you meant
But it was that close, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was almost 50-50 Hornswoggle Brock. So if John Morrison pulls that case and takes Bobby to Slamtown, cool. Because it ain't Willie G.
Hell no. Next match, women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Asuka versus Naomi versus Alexa Bliss versus Nikki Cross versus Liv Morgan is still there versus Selena Vega. I thought she was let go with the rest of the Wyatt squad. Like, I'm sorry.
Nope. She's a survivor.
Versus Selena Vega versus Natalya versus Tamina. Why would you put your tag champs in it?
I have no fucking clue. I was thinking maybe, just maybe, it might change on SmackDown because for those of you that don't know, Shotzi Blackheart was one of the people called up from NXT last week. And in her debut on SmackDown, she beat Natty. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking maybe they'd give Shotzi a match against Natty and she would win and get into the Money in the Bank, and Natty would be taken. And that makes even more sense now that Tamina is in it. But if that doesn't happen, I have no idea why you would put a tag team in the Money in the Bank. Because it takes some of the suspense out of it. Obviously, they're going to team up on the rest of the field, and then they're going to fight over who gets the fucking case. And that's going to be their downfall.
Yeah.
So I'm scratching those two off the list just for that. I do want there to be some drama at this pay-per-view. Like I want the main events to happen after the Money in the Bank match. So you sit there and think, oh, who's cashing in? Who's cashing? Is so-and-so gonna? But with this match, there are some good candidates. I would have said Naomi until Jimmy.
I hope they don't punish her for his bullshit. You know how WWE loves to punish the women for the bullshit they're making.
They didn't punish her, but like at the same time, they haven't exactly helped her. And then people were going in. People were attacking her on social media,
which is fucked up.
And she had to deactivate or delete her account over it. And so, just public eye, public opinion, that sort of thing. I don't think they give it to her. So I've already eliminated 3 people right off the bat. And if I look at it and I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking back to somebody who was actually in the title picture before the Royal Rumble, and then all of a sudden had this weird moment. Like beat Asuka in a couple non-title matches, tormented her a little bit, and then just kind of went off and did her own thing. And that's Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I would love to see Bliss win it.
She had beaten Asuka, and then she got to the Rumble, and she tried to do the transformation thing and got thrown over the top rope, and then things just kind of went a different direction.
Yeah,
I think this is the moment where they kind of course correct, and they give her this win, and she ties Carmella as the only 2-time Women's Money in the Bank winner. She can make history. And Lord knows this woman could cash in from anywhere because she can show up anywhere. And I think it would be, even if we get like Rhea versus Alexa Bliss, like that's a kind of dark, scary, brutal match.
Good,
I am all fucking for. So I'm going to say Alexa.
I love it.
Oh, Peter says, well, it's not Cross anymore now. It's Nikki Ash.
Is it?
Yes. That's her new superhero name for some reason.
Okay. If it makes you happy, who am I to say anything?
I just don't want you to make an ash of yourself.
That's what's
Sorry.
Wrong window. Okay. Let's see.
Wrong window. Did you pick Bliss too, or are you going in a different?
I'm gonna go with Bliss. I want Bliss to win it. Okay. All right, and then we got the Raw Tag Team Championship: AJ Styles and Omas versus the Viking Raiders.
Yeah, Vikings are back, and I'm gonna go with AJ and Omas because when people talk about this team, they say AJ Styles is the weak link. I'm like, really? The phenomenal one is the weak link. The man who's won titles all over the world.
Yeah.
Is your weak link. Okay, I'm picking them.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Like how even Leia is so confused she has to get in front of me. Did you hear that, Leia? What? Yeah.
She can't even believe it. I see the look on her face.
I agree, my love.
I see the look on her face. She can't believe it either.
Right? Shock. Absolute shock.
What the hell you mean AJ's the weak link? Get the fuck out of here. Like
it doesn't make any sense. The man has won titles everywhere. He's done all kinds of shit. Rich Swann, get off my TV. Sorry, I needed to yell at my TV.
He's a future WWE Hall of Famer. You can't even argue.
Yes, absolutely.
And he's your weak link. I think he's a great way to bridge Omas into this in-ring portion of his career. I also think, because I did this before, I'll do it again. I also think they keep the titles here, and then eventually we'll get to SummerSlam, and they'll have a match against Arcade Bro. And hopefully, Omas will just mangle the Viper. Rip his head clean off. Yeah. If there is a God, if there is any way, please.
Hundo P, I fucks with it.
I would totally be down for that.
Last match on the list, SmackDown Tag Team Championship, the Mysterios versus the Usos. You know how I feel about Rey Mysterio, so I'm just going to say the fucking Usos. F it. I'm done.
Yeah, juicy Usos.
It's the Usos.
Do we even care about the pre-show match where they've got Sheamus defending the United States title against Damian Priest?
Not really, but...
I mean, it's not going to be a bad match.
No.
I kind of want Priest to win it. I'm not going to lie.
I agree. I agree.
Sheamus has done nothing with that title. He came out the Monday after WrestleMania and beat the crap out of Humberto Carrillo. Last Monday, he came out and beat the crap out of Humberto Carrillo. 3 months later, give somebody else the belt.
Right?
If that's what you got, give it to somebody else.
Just to be done with it. Just get it over with.
Just okay, moving on.
All right, so that was Money in the Bank. How do we feel about going on to Slammiversary?
I honestly, this might be the one. Like Money in the Bank's going to be good. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. But this shit right here,
this right here,
Slammiversary right here. This is the one I'm looking forward to. Not just for the card, for the surprise debuts, for all the WWE guys to come in. This shit right here is the one.
Yes.
You can argue with me all you want. I'm not going to change my mind. I said what I said.
Don't even argue with me. Don't even argue with us. We've decided this.
We said what we said. Okay?
I didn't argue it. I will fart in your mouth. Done. I will save you the trouble of sucking the farts out my ass, but just directly depositing them in your filthy liar whore mouth.
That might be the first direct deposit in Top Rope history, y'all. There's been plenty with the straw. There's never been a direct deposit.
Straight direct.
Next thing you know, she's not going to eat on an episode of everything. Anarchy, chaos, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
All right, I'm going to start. So what I'm looking at, they start with the championship title, but I'm going to save that for last. Yeah. We're going to start from where they end. Matt Cardona and TBA versus Brian Myers and Tenille Dashwood.
Yeah, in a mixed tag match. I love the way they set this up on Impact because I love the fact that they actually dug into Matt Cardona's past and brought back that Tenille was his ex. And she came back to get revenge on him in the form of a low blow. Ooh, you didn't know that.
No, I did not.
Sorry, Matt, but you didn't know that. You didn't see that coming at all. That hurt even worse because you didn't know it was going to happen.
Yep.
Like sometimes when you see the foot coming in your frame of vision, you can kind of brace yourself. That you didn't know was coming. That was just all pain. So later on, Scott D'Amore tells Cardona, "Go find yourself a partner. Have a mixed tag match. You think you can do that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I know somebody." And then Scott D'Amore says, "Wow, this match really is going to be a hot mess."
Ha ha!
So,
be any more obvious, guys?
I think that kind of gave way, even if the minute they brought out, on TV, because a lot of us, I had forgotten, but it quickly popped into my head that Tenille and Matt had a relationship in the past.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, I said, "Oh, Chelsea's getting in on this."
Oh God, yeah.
So basically, it's the new couple versus the ex-girlfriend, and I guess in Impact, Brian Myers would be the ex-boyfriend. Can we consider that because they used to be buddies and now
I
guess.
I mean,
close enough. So you got the couple versus the exes, is what I'm saying. And considering it's going to be Chelsea's debut, and there's a few other factors, I will take Matt and Chelsea in this one.
I think you're right on that. I mean, I would love to see Brian Myers get that win.
It's going to be a great match, but
I'm excited though. You know how I feel about intergender matches, mixed tag matches, all of that. I love it.
I know, we might actually get intergender in Impact because we've gotten it before.
True.
We've gotten it on several occasions. So if they end up like, Chelsea fighting Brian or even Tenille getting a chance to be like, "You asshole," to Matt Cardona and just popping him in the face, like I'm all for it. I
would love it. All right, next match. Eddie Edwards versus W. Morrissey.
Ooh.
Hey, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Sorry. Just getting the comments in. Gotta be Chelsea coming back. Yeah, it's definitely Chelsea. This one, man. This one's tough. I've always loved Eddie Edwards, but Morrissey
is real good.
Morrissey is growing on me.
Yes.
And so it's hard to pick like who I feel. So I'm just looking at it and now I'm gonna go back to my head And I'm gonna say something to you fellas that ladies don't. Size matters. Morrissey wins.
I mean,
She didn't deny it.
In certain situations, it's a considerable thing. Like if you're in a fight, going up a big dude, you know.
Right, that's what I meant. Right.
Fucking weirdo. Look at my knee. I'm like, please stop. Oh my god.
I love you, mommy.
Okay. Yes, I love you too. But no, I
This is why we can't have nice shows, Leia.
Right? My baby. I think Morrissey's gonna get it though, because that's pretty much where he's gonna go with it, Mac. They're definitely pushing him, and they're uplifting him in ways that he hadn't been uplifted. So I definitely think he's gonna be getting it.
Definitely.
That W stands for winner.
Yep. That W is short for winner, chicken dinner. It's very short, but it's short.
Next comes the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. Fire and Flavor, Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz. I want to dub them the Brides of Death, Havoc and Rosemary.
Yes. It was so cool to see Havoc hanging out with Decay on Thursday. I was like, oh, is Havoc going to start painting her face too? That would be dope. But yeah. Personal feelings aside, because I love Decay and Havoc and Fire and Flavor. They are the loudmouthest, most obnoxious barking ass chihuahuas in professional wrestling, and they are finally going to get shut up at Slammiversary. New champs, the demons of death, the demons of Havoc. That works.
No, definitely. If Havoc and Rosemary don't win it, I riot.
I know.
I'm gonna fucking riot.
I mean, it's my house again, so I'm not gonna be throwing anything. But like, give me these motherfucking rappers.
Oh yeah, you're like fuck, and then pick up the napkins angrily.
This mask. Fuck it.
I mean, the closest thing I got is scissors, but I'm not gonna throw scissors.
Yeah, you don't want to throw scissors. No, I'm looking through the table. I'm like, no, not the knife, not the lighter, not the clippers. No, okay, this mask.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be in my own house, so I'm not gonna riot that hard, but I will. I will. If they lose,
I'm not gonna riot Philly style, but I will riot grandma style. You know?
Yeah, because they only riot in Philly, right?
Well, nobody riots like Philly.
That might be true. That might be true. LA might disagree, but that might be true.
Nobody riots like Philly over a sports game.
Fact.
Next up, we got the 4-way tag team match for the Impact World Tag Team Championship. We've got the champions, Violent by Design, Eric Young, Diener, Joe Doring, or Rhino. Doring, thank you. Or Rhino. So it'll be like, roulette. Who's going to get it?
Yeah, because it's Freebird rules, basically.
With 4 dudes. Holy shit.
Any of the 4 can defend it.
Yeah. Versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack. Fuck off, Rich Swann. Versus Fallah Bahh and TBA.
Bah!
Versus the Good Brothers.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Is it TBA or is it TJP?
It says on here TBA, so it might be TJP.
Because he was just on television with Bah the other day.
Yeah,
so
because I'm watching.
Maybe he got hurt.
So I don't know.
Damn, that fucks up my pick. Because I want to see Fallah Bahh win. I really do.
Love to see.
I love that fucking guy. You know what? I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna take Fallah Bahh and whoever his partner is, because Bah.
I want it to be Fallah Bahh and TBA. But if Violent by Design retains through some sneaky means, I'd be okay.
Yeah, I could see that too. Okay, Mac is saying it's TJP.
It is TJP? Okay. So what I'm looking at is wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see like VBD retaining by some numbers game advantage or dirty tactics or anything. But if there was going to be anybody in this match to take those titles, I want it to be Bah and whoever he's dragging behind him, because he's carrying that team.
Oh God, yeah. Hondo
clearly.
Yes.
He could walk out. He could walk out with like a returning Terry Funk, and I'd be like, Ba's carrying that team.
Ba's gonna carry it.
He could walk out with Braun Strowman. I'd be like, Ba's carrying that team.
He could come out, to quote Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder, with a dickless monkey.
He's carrying that team.
Carrying that team. God is carrying that team.
Oh God! I just noticed Brian is picking Fire and Flavor.
Really?
I thought we were friends, homie. Okay. Everybody's got their own opinion.
You're entitled to your opinion. It's wrong, but you're entitled to it. It'll be the Brides of Death, as I have dubbed them.
The Demons of Havoc.
Next up, we got singles match for the Impact Knockouts Championship. Was Purrazzo's opponent named?
No, she was not.
Okay, I did not.
She will not be named until the match, until Purrazzo comes out.
That's what's up. So every time I see Purrazzo's name spelled out, I just want to say Purrazzo because of all the R's, and I just think of a cat purring. So Deonna Purrazzo versus TBA. Who do we think it'll be?
I mean, I do love me some Deonna Purrazzo, but
Purrazzo.
The mystery opponent. Well, Brucey had said Chelsea Green, and obviously that's out.
Is it though?
Is she gonna wrestle twice?
She could.
If she does, the Virtuosa is gonna have a distinct advantage. You never know. You never know. High Razor Ramon's daughter. Sorry. Gotta love the live comments. They distract you from time to time. But
they really do.
There have been some reports here and there. Some of them I don't believe. Like I think it was Ringside News said Awesome Kong. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Isn't she retired?
I don't know if she's retired. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Kong. I'm gonna try to find out. Like that's another mission of mine. I'm gonna try to find Awesome Kong and I'm gonna try to book her. Because I love that one.
Last thing I saw her in was what was it, that the Netflix show where she was the welfare queen?
Yeah, Glow.
Yeah, Glow. Thank you. How could I forget? Fucking A, bro.
I mean, and then she was in that awful Nightmare Faction with Brandy. But
oh yeah, I
try to forget that one because
I made an effort to erase that from my memory.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go where Mac went because on TV this week we found out that Susan might be the new Dr. Banner in the Avengers. You know how he says, "You want to know my secret? I'm always angry," and he pops up.
Uh-huh.
Susan was like, "I've always been Sue Young," and like drug Kimberly into a room with Father James. I was like, "Oh, nice!"
I would love that. Make it
so. If we get Sue Young, that would be cool. I am still leaning towards Mickie James.
Either way, it's win-win in my book.
Either way, it's win-win,
Mm-hmm.
and either way, Deonna is in trouble.
Yes.
Because she had to turn Sue Young into Susan for a reason. Because Sue Young was killing her.
Yep.
Mickie James will still kill you to this day.
Oh God, yeah.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Fucking James.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna make a semi-bold prediction. I'm taking to be determined. I'm taking the mystery opponent.
I agree. Mystery opponent it is.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Chris Sabin versus everyone's favorite Moose. I love me some Moose. I love me some Moose.
Boost.
I don't know why I love me some Moose. The man is just, I don't know. He's not that.
We have totally flipped. I was actually starting to feel Moose, and you were like, "Fuck that guy." And now I'm like, "Boost," and you're like, "I love him."
After I saw him beat Rich Swan's ass, that I was like, "God bless you, Moose. God bless you."
Oh, thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck, for trying to get us some extra views, some extra comments. I appreciate that. Yeah, even Brian is taking Moose in this one. And
thank you, Brian. See, Brian, this is why you grandma's baby, because you get her. You get her.
I don't wanna, but I'm gonna. It's gonna be Boos. Boos.
Oh shit. Do you want to move on from this? Are you over?
Yeah,
it?
can we please?
Okay,
can we
Let's
please?
move on. So
Anyone go here? So
the second to last named match, the Ultimate X match for the Impact X Division Championship. I don't need to do all that, but I feel morally obligated to say Impact X Division. So Josh Alexander versus Petey Williams versus Trey Miguel versus Ace Austin versus Chris Bay versus Rohit Raju. That's a lot of motherfuckers right there.
Can you believe it's been 13 years since Petey Williams won a title in Impact?
He is overdue.
Yeah, and y'all need to give him his move back because that destroyer only works when Petey hits it. So just let him have it back. I would love to see him win this match. I really would. But I think more than that, I would like to see Josh Alexander do like a Roman Reigns remix at WrestleMania. I'd like to see him just drop all his competitors, stack them one on top of the other, and then use them to climb up and grab the title. Just this is mine. I'm gonna stack them. I'm gonna climb them. I'm gonna snatch my shit, and I'm gone. So, as much as I love you, Petey, I'm going with the walking weapon to retain.
That sounds legit. That sounds legit. Now that I know this about Petey Williams, I have my hopes pinned right on there. Just boop. There you go, Petey Williams. Let me just adjust that. Put that right on there. Take my hopes. Win this for me, would ya? Thanks.
Seriously.
Although, to be honest, anyone but Rohit. Something about that guy just rubs me the wrong way.
I never liked that dude.
No.
I never
liked one of those faces. He's got one of those fucking faces.
That dude Shira that he rolls with, the big Indian dude, I like him.
Yeah,
they should push him.
That's cool. Yeah.
I don't know why they keep pushing Rohit Raju down our throats, but Shira could be the man.
Where is that?
Like he's been in some big factions in Impact. He's been around for a while. Push him.
Yep. All right, last match. Are we ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
My body is ready, as is my soul.
Are you ready?
Everything. It is a no DQ match for the Impact World Championship. It is Kenny Omega versus Sami Callihan. Is Sami bringing it home?
Oh man, I really want him to. When he made this a no DQ match, part of me was like, yes, and then the rest of me was like, fuck.
Yep.
Because we know wherever Kenny goes, the Elite and the toilet bug that is Don Callis go right behind him.
Oh my God, right?
And last I checked, Sami is not the most popular man on the roster. So I'm afraid by making this a no DQ match, you're basically making it 5 or 5.5, including Callis, on one. So I'm hoping,
even if it wasn't DQ, that's what it would be. I'm
hoping, I'm praying to all the wrestling gods. I will sacrifice a WWE drone if you make this happen. Okay, let Sami do what I said he was going to do months ago and every week since. Let him bring these titles home. Yeah, it's time. This is the guy. He's the one that kind of helped Impact come out of their dark ages and at least get to where they are today, which is in a lot better place. I know. Access TV isn't a big network and Twitch, and that type of stuff. But at the same time, this company was dead in the water. And through his actions, he basically resurrected them. This is the guy that needs to bring home the titles. Make it so. Oh, I do like that, Mac. That would be fun. Even if the Impact roster didn't help, Dark Order shows up and takes out the Elite to help Sami kick Kenny's ass. I like that.
Yeah,
I like the way you think, Mac. You. Even for a Giants fan, you. Okay, that's a lot coming from the Psycho. That's a lot, but you. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You're good. You.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it a lot.
Brian, Sami doesn't need a miracle, but the Dark Order or some of the guys from the Impact roster that Callis and Kenny have been screwing over, that could be just that miracle.
Yes, I think it is. I think it'll. Yeah. No.
Please, Sami. Please. Please
Hondo P, my guy.
take it from the king of mutton chops, please.
The king of mutton chops. What is it with those looks, man? They look like California trash.
I know.
Like they crawled out of the gutter in the ass end of California with all the H&M reject clothes and all the whatever you want. It's
has anyone ever seen Friday After Next? Because Rancho Cucamonga is not exactly like it's a nice area, but
was it Workaholics there in Rancho Cucamonga. It looks like a shithole.
And that's where the Bucks came from. So if they look like that, it's probably, I think the rest of you can piece it together. I don't really have to.
Yeah. It looks highly trash ass looks.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Access took them in, but a lot of that had to do with Sami Callihan.
Mm-hmm.
Brian's yeah, please let it be Sammy. Please let it.
Undo P.
It'll be even less of Don Callis, and for that alone, I'd have to thank Sammy. And if I ever have a child, I'm gonna have to name it after him. Like if I have another one. Yes, this is our son, Sami Callihan.
They're twins. This is Sammy. This is Callahan.
No, it'll be his first and middle name, Sami Callihan.
Sammy Callahan.
We'll have DJ and SC.
Is it South Carolina? No, it's Sammy Callahan.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So how do we feel about Slammiversary? Do you have high hopes for it? Do you think it's going to be
I have extraordinarily high hopes for it. I think it's going to be a great show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely looking forward to like the supposed surprise debuts because they've been going on and on in their commercials, advertising.
Yeah,
I mean, Samoa Joe was in them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea Green, and just a list of people. In fact, if you have enough time, I was going to go through some of these names.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Play just a little bit of Keep It or Kill It, like lightning round.
This sounds more exciting than what the next topic would be.
Oh really? Okay, I forget what the next topic is, but okay. All right, so for starters, and this one's kind of we won't go there. For starters, how about Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whatever you want to call him, shows up at Slammiversary? Yeah, the American Dragon. Keep it or kill it.
I want to keep it because it would be awesome to see him elsewhere. And it would be great to see him do what he did before WWE, because I feel like WWE didn't let him show his full potential and what he really can do because it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to hit that.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I would love to see him there. It would also mean all these companies that are working with Impact, he can work with as well. Like they've been bringing in New Japan talent. Talent has been going to Japan. Mm-hmm. They've been working with AEW. So it opens up a ton of matchups, and
it opens
not only
up
that,
forbidden doors.
yeah, I know she loves that so much. It also opens up the possibility. Like let's just hypothetically say Sammy wins the Impact titles.
Yes.
What if he has to defend them against the American Dragon?
Oh my god, that would be amazing! I would die.
Right?
Fucking
right. Die. So for all that, I'm gonna say keep it.
Oh, that's hot.
Keep it.
That's hot.
Okay. Next one on the list. How about Braun Strowman?
No, kill it. He ain't showing up. That man hung up his boots for VKM. He was like,
oh, so you believe that? You believe that? Okay. And I'm sorry. Going back, Brian said keep it for Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm. Please. Ooh, yes, versus Kenta.
American Dragon versus Kenta. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Absolutely yes. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it. Yes. Yes. Okay, but when it comes to Braun Strowman, I'm going to kill it. I'll give you a quick reason why. I believe he's headed for AEW. There's been a lot of speculatory reports, and he even started snapping back on Wendy's favorite Wardlow for mentioning the name of Braun Strowman.
I mean, that would be a great match, though.
You know, and then also you got Mark Henry, you got Big Show and stuff in there. Even Mark Henry has said, he has been pushing hard to get Braun Strowman in AEW, and they have a pretty solid relationship too. So for all that, I'm going to say he goes to AEW, so I'm killing it. How about a tag team that's near and dear to our hearts? The artist formerly known as Iconic in Impact. Keep it or kill it.
I'm going to keep it because they come in as a team. They have the potential to win those knockout tag champs, and those bitches deserve a championship.
Hell yes.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I'm gonna say
that's hot. That's hot.
I would love to see them in Impact, the Knockouts division. The Knockouts tag division could use them. They could put on some great matches. They could be more than just some looks and an annoying voice and a joke. And a joke. They could actually be legitimate, like a lot of people who go to Impact from WWE end up being. And Brian's playing along still. He says keep it. He said kill it on Braun Strowman. But yeah,
he said kill it with a heat wave on Braun Strowman.
With a heat wave on Braun. Kill it with a locomotive on Braun Strowman. But yeah, I would love to see the Iconic in Impact. AEW's women's tag division is just meh. No. ROH's women's division has come up a lot. I mean, Chelsea Green actually did debut in ROH. Mm-hmm. And I don't think she's going to stick around very long, but they don't have much of a tag division either. So if you're going to be a tag team, then be a tag team in a place where they have a division that could use you. And this is it.
There you go.
God, I'm trying to remember. I don't have the list of names. Doesn't this suck? like Black was on there. Obviously not.
You never know. You never know. You never know.
You definitely never know. But Christ, I probably should have pulled up the names.
Here we go. Found a list that said 7 former WWE superstars who might appear at Impact Slammiversary.
That's helpful.
Let's see. So we already mentioned the Iconics. They're going by the Inspiration with 2 eyes, of course.
2 eyes.
Of course, naturally.
And like Lana is a kill it, obviously.
Kalisto, who has switched back to his Samurai del Sol.
I'll say keep it.
Okay.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
He'd be great for their X division.
Oh, yeah, he would, wouldn't he?
He'd be a perfect fit.
We've said Mickie James.
Oh, you know who? Buddy Murphy in Impact.
Yes, that was the next one on the list, Buddy Murphy.
What do you think? Keep it or kill it?
I'm gonna say kill it. He's still in his 90-day, within that 90-day
is he
clause.
still there?
So,
I thought he got let go with the rest of them. Okay. So for that, I'm gonna say kill it.
His no compete clause ends at the end of August.
I do know he's got a match with Brian Cage at what was the ECW arena, but is a lot nicer now, the 2300 arena. For I think the promotion is Battleground. I can't remember, but it's going to be like the Machine versus Murphy. Like, that's going to be.
But
great.
they have said that like several people have had their 90-day no compete clause nulled. So we'll see if he's one of those lucky ones.
I'm hoping he is, because he would be a guy, whether it's X Division, main title, whatever. Buddy Murphy could do it. He is a tremendous guy. The only reason I might want to see him in AEW is to kind of have that feud with Black restored.
Oh, yes.
Because they put on some great matches at the beginning of the pandemic before Seth came in and before Ray's Eye came out and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Like it turned on a dime, but before that, those two were tearing the house down. So I would love to see that.
I agree. And the last name on this list is he's actually a local boy close to me. Did not know this until like a while back. The one and only. He doesn't get hyped. He stays hyped. Yo, Raleigh. I don't know why I said that so excitedly. It's mojo.
You know what? He is local, and it does make a little bit of sense. So, and you could kind of reunite the hype bros. So
what they say here is perhaps he pops up to reignite his rivalry with former hype bro Matt Cardona.
Oh, or you could do that, and all of that would make perfect sense. Even though, like Brian Myers is already feuding with Matt Cardona. How many exes can he have? You know.
Apparently.
But either way, I think if any place it would be a good fit for him, it would be Impact. So I'll say keep it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
I'm gonna keep it. I think he would be great there.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay. You know a guy who's been out there for a while that I haven't seen or heard or anything of?
Huh.
Cassius Ohno, better known, at least to me, as Chris Hero.
You know, I'll be honest, the first time I encountered him within my memory, the first time I saw him wrestle was actually at an indie show. And it wasn't even like decades ago. It was like maybe a handful of years ago, like maybe three years ago or something like that. And I was kind of surprised. And then I looked him up and he came out as Chris Hero. And I looked him up and I was like, this guy's been everywhere. How did I not realize
He really
it?
has.
What?
He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's done a little bit of everything. And I was kind of surprised.
I was too. I wasn't surprised at that. I was surprised that he actually got let go because he was working well in NXT UK and their roster was kind of thin. And now with Walter hurt, it's like, ooh, it's even worse. But you know, would Chris Hero fit with Impact?
I want to say yes, because you have the likes of Rhino, and you do have, I don't want to say old guys, but you do have some old heads there with some miles on them who are able to still run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they can still hang with all these youngins. I think he could definitely, he could go into Impact and still do good.
Okay, so she's saying keep it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
You know what? Like old, young, whatever. Impact has a lot of big men.
Yes, that too.
But they don't exactly have big men that they can put together because, like Joe Doring, he's a heel. Madman Fulton, also a heel. You know, Rhino's bigger. Tag team with Joe Doring. You know, like W. Morrissey, he's a heel. You know, everybody's a heel. You would need a face to get these guys, another face outside of maybe Willie Mack, to put these guys in the ring with to get them. You know, to get them good bookings and good matches.
Oh, yeah.
What better way to bring a heel in than to literally bring in a hero?
Yes.
Like,
that would be, oh my God, that would be.
He's not a face
too.
He's not Nikki Ash. He is a legit hero. Okay, so for all those reasons, I'm gonna say keep it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay, so do we have a couple of minutes? Do you want to do the last topic?
I mean, like I kind of do.
I'm making
let's do it.
Ladies host choice here. Okay.
Let's just do it. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's
go.
Because we've talked about it, you and I.
Yeah.
You separately. So we may as well discuss it with our fans and our friends and our family. So let's all go back to, what year was it? Last year? Year before? Yeah. Let's go back to last year. Let's go back to the hashtag speaking out movement for a moment. And one of the many names thrown out there.
Disgustingly many.
Yes. Many names that got thrown out there was David Starr.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of evidence stacked up against him too. It wasn't like It wasn't just unfounded allegations. Like there was a lot. There was a pattern of behavior and everything.
It was in the middle between unsubstantiated and like Joey fucking Ryan.
Yeah,
it was somewhere in here, like between the two sides.
yeah, and it wasn't like he could 100% say, "Oh no," because he ended up saying like, "Okay, so maybe I did some shit, right? Maybe I did some shit." And everybody was like, "No, you did some shit, David Starr."
Like,
and then he disappeared. And then he fucking disappeared.
Like, gone. Poof.
Gone. Yeah. Even his social medias went dark. Everything. Because I followed him on everything. And it was just darkness.
Me too, because I was a huge fan before that.
Yes. He's an amazing talent. And then he reappeared a few days ago with a note saying he's been working on himself. He's been going
like a 4-page letter.
Yes, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, about 3.5, 4 pages on. And he posted on his Instagram, the product DS. If you want to read it, because I'm not going to read it because it's a lot. But essentially, he said he's gone through therapy, like a lot. He's gone through like 3 therapists simultaneously.
Yeah.
So it's not just one at a time here. No, all at once. He's gone through Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous. Did not know that was a thing. I knew about sex addiction, didn't know about love addiction. Holy shit, y'all. What else has he done? He's gone through the 12 steps. He's making amends. He's admitting things about himself that he was like, he admitted he was a cheater, a liar, and a gaslighter. His words. And he's making an effort to redeem himself. And in my opinion, far more believable than others. Joey Ryan. Just saying.
Donald Trump is more believable than Joey Ryan. Let's be real.
I mean, to be fair, the question here though is, do we believe what he's saying, for starters? And secondly, do we think he deserves a second chance?
Wow. Like this is so tough because
it's heavy.
I absolutely love this guy until the wave of allegations came out. And then once that happened, I was like, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
And then Wendy brought this letter to my attention and I read it. And it sounds like he's on, a wonderful path. Like he's, it takes a big man to own up to your shit and admit to it and get help and everything else. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I know because I did it. Okay, so I know that takes a lot of strength. And he said he's reached out and tried to make amends with some people. He's also said that he's never actually assaulted anyone, but he's taken advantage of situations. He's made things worse on people, this, that, and the other. I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. I do like what he said. I do like that he's getting help, but at the same time, a lot of people made a lot of allegations against him. And after he came out and said this, I did not see any of these people at all say anything otherwise. Yeah. Like, oh no, I overreacted, or he's right, he never really assaulted me, or even the opposite way. No, he's a piece of shit. He fucking did it. He's trying to lie to you. So that's where it kind of becomes this really gray area where you have to play in like assumptions and things. And I don't like to do that. I didn't want to do it with Jimmy Uso. When people were asking me if he needed help, I'm like, how the fuck do I know? So now he's sitting here telling you he didn't assault anybody sexually. And he might be right, but how the hell do I know?
Yeah.
So I'm glad that he's improving himself, and I'm glad that he's learned and, he's getting help. But I'm not quite sure if he deserves a second chance. I don't think that's my call. I think maybe these people that claimed he assaulted them, that's probably their call.
Yeah, okay.
It's not mine. I'm happy for him. I'm happy he's in a better place. I'm happy that he's owning up to some shit. I'm happy that he's getting help. I'm not sure it's my place to say like, oh yeah, give him another chance. Because the mark in me wants to say that. I love the guy. I'm not going to lie. I loved the guy.
I couldn't bring myself to throw out his t-shirt. I just buried it in the bottom of my t-shirt pile, basically. Unlike Joey Ryan's. Joey Ryan's went straight to the trash.
I turfed his t-shirt with my truck out of anger.
Fair.
Like I felt like I was his wife leaving him. Like, how could you do this to me, David? I loved you.
Oh shit.
You know, it was that tough. Like I was in that moment. I was that dude in front of Jim Cornette. You were real to me, damn it. So you know, it was very tough on me. And I want to believe that he's doing better and he deserves another chance, but it's not exactly my call.
I get that. I totally understand that feeling. I hope that something good comes of this for him, for everyone who interacted with him, for the women in his life, especially who were hurt by him in so many ways. Because abuse can come in more ways than just physical. You can hurt people with your words. You can fuck them up psychologically and emotionally. And you can leave people feeling like absolute shit.
Yeah. Sometimes that's worse than actual physical abuse.
The bruises go away, but the emotional scars do not.
Yeah.
You know.
And the mental scars take meds. So, you know, there's that too.
So there's that, you know.
You know, it's just it's that's the thing. It's like he says he's made amends and all that, but nobody has actually come out and said like that accused him and said like, oh yeah, David got in touch with me and we made amends and we're good now.
Yeah. And I agree with you on that. It's not my place to say I forgive you because I wasn't personally victimized by him. Forgiveness comes from those who he's hurt. It comes from, I mean, if you're a religious person or spiritual, it comes from a greater being. And it comes from himself. Those are like the three main people who have to forgive him. I would love to see him back in the ring, but that's something he's going to have to earn once again, that respect, and to be welcomed back into the community. You know.
Oh no, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that's my main man Ivan in the chat there, and he was saying that Joey Ryan can't redeem himself. Unfortunately, he burned a lot of bridges. It's too late already of what he's done. But like I said, till proven guilty, but by the time is resolved, it's too late. Yeah, like no, Joey can pretty much rot in hell. We were talking about David Starr's big letter that he put out on social media, you know.
And the way Joey Ryan went about it, to be like, I didn't do nothing. I believe in Jesus now. It was like, you believe in him because it's convenient. That's all that is. But you really don't believe.
Yeah.
You can fuck off with your bullshit.
Yeah, and I mean, I again, Ivan, I want to be sad for Joey Ryan because I love bar wrestling and I know a lot of guys that did. But at the same time, I'm like you. Oh well, because fuck him. Like that. Like no.
In these instances, it's hard to feel bad for these guys. Because it's, you know, it's the consequences of their actions, you know, and the people that I'm not one to feel pity for people because pity doesn't do anything. It doesn't help. But the ones that my heart goes to is the people who have been victimized. Yeah.
And that's why I can't sit here and say like, oh yeah, I think David Starr deserves another chance, no matter how much I used to love him. And you know, I mean, he came from Philly. He was trained by some of the best in the business, whether it be Adam Cole or Sami Callihan or whatever. But he was a tremendous talent. He looked to be, at least before all this, he looked to be a pretty decent person. And then all of a sudden you heard all this and it was like, oh you're not my fucking God.
We the independent trying to unionize the independent wrestlers and unify them. An amazing idea.
Soapbox for, you know, changing wrestling and all, and you're doing this and
then
and
that
all that
happened and it lost steam.
Like no, yeah, and Brian's right. Like it, you know, people are just starting to, you know, understand like emotional, physical kind of abuse. Yeah, emotional, mental abuse. It's just as bad.
Yeah.
It's just as bad. Trust me, I've been the victim of all three, and it's just as bad. I'm here to tell you if you don't know. And I'm not saying that because woe is me, because here I am. But at the same time, I'm just verifying. Oh, someone once said that when mere mortals don't want you around, you reach to a higher power. How do you both feel about Michael Elgin?
I had to look up his recent situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I feel a little bit more towards. I lean more towards Joey Ryan with Michael than I do with David Starr.
But you know about his recent situation?
I didn't know there was a recent situation until you said something.
I didn't know until I looked it up just now.
Just now. Thank you, that girl.
He was arrested 6/29/21 and charged for violation of protective order. The case has been assigned to investigations. The order was filed on May 21st by his ex-fiancée, who left her home for her safety because she was being physically, mentally, verbally, and emotionally abused.
Wow.
Since she left, she'd received hundreds of phone calls, hundreds of text messages, numerous videos, and suicide threats from him. He has also reached out to my friends and family. Whenever I or someone he has reached out to block him, he uses the free text calling app to make fake numbers and continues calling and texting. Sometimes saying it is him, sometimes pretending to be other people. I've asked him not to contact me numerous times.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to agree with my homie Big Mike here. Elgin, and not Elgin, my homie Big Mike in the chat. Elgin is a bore fest and a huge piece of shit.
Oh,
so that's how I feel about the recent situation. I didn't even know because I have not paid attention to that motherfucker in years. The last time I talked about him, I think it was when Shells came on with us, and he brought up that whole situation where Elgin was supposed to be fighting Naito at his own promotion, and people like turned their seats and turned their backs on the ring because they didn't want to fucking see Elgin. Like even Naito was pissed about it.
yeah.
And I don't blame him. That was the last thing I heard about him. I was happy he was out of my life. So when Brian brought him back up, I didn't exactly know what to say. That's the joy of the live feed. Sometimes you get stumped, y'all. Sometimes you get fucking stumped because this is a guy that I don't pay attention to, like, whatsoever. And to hear what Wendy just said, like, no, he's a piece of shit. Like, you could put him and Joey Ryan in a rocket right now, shoot him off to the fucking sun. Nobody's gonna miss him.
But here's the thing, though, like, in regards to that, you know, when mere mortals don't want you reach for a higher power. You genuinely reach for that higher power. You don't reach for that higher power for show. So you can say, I'm a good little Christian boy. Love me. Forgive me.
I'm the good little Christian boy that's stalking my ex. Like no, you're not.
No, that's not how it works.
You can reach for anything as long as you're reaching for it genuinely, and this man is not.
Hey, you know what else they say? God don't like ugly. And that shit's just
There's
ugly.
that too. There's that too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's a good point to end because I know Wendy's going to have to get out of here a little bit.
Yes, I do.
Pick up her hubby. If you can stick around long enough for the close of the show, that would be dope.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So since Brucey's not here, I'll handle some of the stuff from the end of the show here. We would first of all like to thank everybody who decided to watch us instead of Smackdown. That's kind of a big deal. Much love. And if you are watching and you don't know and you can't read a ticker, but no, more importantly for our audio podcast platform, please come follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Search us out. We're a public group. Invite yourself. Get involved in our chats. We get pick forms. We get all kinds of stuff there. It's a lot of fun. We're heading on 500 members at this point, where last year we were at fucking 40. So yes. That's amazing. You can also find us on Twitter at Top Rope WT. We have a huge following there, including guys like Ivan that you saw in the live chat, the guys from Clark Street. We have a few wrestlers. You know, we have
friends and family.
All the members of the League of Extraordinary Podcasts, which we are now a part of. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate that so much. Like I told you, I'd gush some other time. The time is now. Thank you, homie. I appreciate it. I can't wait to work with you again. You can also find us on Instagram at top_rope_wrestling_talk. Thank God I have a cue card right there because I would have forgot.
I was exhausted listening to it.
Fucking Brucey, that shit will exhaust you. And you can find we do have some merch. You can contact our merch maker on our page on Facebook, which is just TRWT merch.
Yes.
Or you can go to Instagram at TRWT_merch. That one's a lot easier. And just message her, tell her you want a shirt. She's going to show you all the designs, colors. They can be made for men, women, children. My son has a Stay Fresh cheese bag shirt. Okay. So we have coffee mugs. We had masks. I think we still do. We have a few other things, but go to one of those sites, talk to the merch maker, tell her what you want. Everything's custom made. And
I should have her make a bandana for the dog, TRWT puppy.
Oh, that would be dope.
Right?
I'm trying to get her to make a TRWT beach towel, but we're gonna work on that.
Work in progress. We're
gonna keep it's expanding every day. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. And
you know, her TRWT shirt all the time. Mama B, she wore it to work the other day.
That woman is a freaking angel. I swear to God. And I said frickin' because she doesn't like when I curse.
Yeah, no, she doesn't like it when I cuss, but then I'm just like, sorry, Mom, I'm a piece of shit.
I know, but I'm still one of her favorite boys, so I gotta try to act right. So I didn't want to curse while I was talking about Mama B. So Mama B, thank you, we love you. And Wendy, let everybody know where they can find our audio podcast platform.
You can find us. Check out my new earrings though, real quick. They're little hot dogs. How cool are that? Yeah. Okay.
That's fucking cool.
Right. Okay, the hot dogs. You can find us on anchor.fm/TRWT. From there, you can find us wherever you listen to your podcasts, whether it's Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. You can even find us on iHeartRadio. You pull up iHeartRadio, you do a quick little search, boom, there we are. TRWT, Top Rope Wrestling Talk. I don't know why I'm turning everything into a song with a dance.
I like it.
It's who I am. It's what I do. I'm a whole ass vibe. And you can also check us out.
I'll work on that, Big Mike. Based on an ice cream bar. We might be able to do that. I'll check with the merch maker, homie.
Have your people call our people. We'll make it happen.
We'll figure something out.
And you can find us on the YouTubes as well under Foxton Productions. And from there, you can also check out our other channels, which are on pause. We put a pin in them.
Oh, the other
shows.
We'll
be circling back. Yeah, we'll be circling back.
Maybe one of these days, yeah.
Eventually, we'll get there.
If not, I'm just going to turn the page back to TRWT. So
we'll figure it out. We have all summer. We have time.
In short, it's my shit, and I'll do whatever I want with it. How about that?
Exactly. I'm okay with this. And yeah, that's where you can find us. You can hear us. You can find us. You can listen to our lovely voices, look at our pretty faces, all that shit.
And also, we were recently added to the WrestlingIndex.com. If you go to the podcast section, even if you just go to the WrestlingIndex.com and you search for Top Rope Wrestling Talk, we have our own little section now, which is fucking awesome.
Yes,
like hundreds upon thousands of other podcasts, including Ivan and Circle of Debate, Clark Street, a lot of guys. And I'm very honored for that too. I love that this is all kind of just growing and developing before my very eyes. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of validation for a lot of shit that we've been going through since we started this show. So thank you to everyone who watched this. Thank you to everybody out there who will be listening to this when I put it out on our podcast.
Thank you to everyone who supports us in every possible way.
Yeah, and a special shout out and thank you to Insubordinate Records.
Yes.
For giving us Burberry Scarves, our theme song, for Shells, for the love, for the guys that have become family to us and support us in everything that we do. And I want to play us out tonight with another snippet, another clip of the latest Insubordinate track. This is Griff and Alaska. The song is called Playlist. The album will be coming, I believe, in September. The single should be on Spotify now. So if you go to Insubordinate, if you go to any music platform, you search for Insubordinate or Jason Griff, it should come up. But here's just a little taste. We will catch you next week. Everybody stay safe out there. Wear your mask if you have to. Get your shots if you have to. And enjoy wrestling. If it ain't your cup of tea, just let somebody else fucking drink it.
And last, stay fresh, cheese bags.
There it is. Have a good weekend, y'all. Lots of wrestling. Should be fun.
I hope it's cool if I say this. Not to be cruel or a sadist. It's not what I do, but there's truth in the statement. Everyone's a few too short of a playlist. All this time I spent trying to see myself, the only thing I saw was a lie. Nowadays I just try to conceal myself, a CD on your shelf. Who am I? I used to look at life like what it was or wasn't. Split my time between the frying pan and